This conference will now be recorded.
All right. Now we are all here to understand about which module? SAP. What?
FICO.
We are all here to understand. We are all here to know something related to SAP FICO. I hope everybody has got at least minimum understanding or minimum awareness knowledge related to SAP FICO, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, first point, when we are understanding or when we are thinking, when we are assuming that, okay, let me join SAP FICO course or I want to become a consultant in the market, there are few things which we need to keep in our mind. First point, and everybody please be on mute. Those who are not talking, if you respond, go on mute immediately. First one is, what is my qualification? Here you have to replace this my in your case. Second one, what is my education background? Third one, what is my experience? What's my current and total experience? And what is my current understanding or knowledge on SAP FICO? And if you put these questions to yourself, everybody has got some answer. For example, if you put this question to yourself, what is my qualification? Something you will write, let's say MBA, BCom, BSc, or MCom, MSc, BTech, something or the other thing. Everybody will have the answer, right? Yes, no, but everybody is minimum graduate. You must
Yes.
be a graduate at least. In any domain is okay. Those are the days gone where you must be a commerce background. You must be from accounting experience thing. Those days are gone now. Now these situations are completely different in the market. You need to be minimum a graduate in any domain. It is okay. There is no rule. You have to be from accounting, commerce, finance background. Those rules are now lifted. It is not relevant. You can be from any academic background, but ensure you have degree at least in a regular domain, not distance degree. Regular 15-year education is required for you to get into SAP FICO. First point. Second one, what is your education background? Is it finance, commerce, accounting, let's say science, arts, or technology, whatever it may be? You need to have this clarity. Okay, what is my background? Whether I'm suitable to this or not, you need to be in a position to understand and guess yourself. Not necessary that every time I'm dependent on somebody to help me whether this is suitable or not suitable. Don't depend on others to guide you, to help you that, okay, you did this, you do this. Don't do it. Make sure you're capable enough to guess what is suitable to you and where you want to get into in the career. Second one, what is my current and total experience? Let's say somebody may be 0 and 0. When I say 0 and 0, we are representing complete fresher. So current experience is a 0, total experience is also 0. Current experience means current organization experience. or you may be having a current company 2 years, overall experience may be 8 years. You can also say current company is 5 year, but overall is 12 year. Like this, any combination is possible, but make sure if you have at least 1 year of experience, it will add value to your profile in the market. Reason, everybody wants experienced candidate in SAP FICO in the market. Freshers are also hired, but less. When a company is looking for a fresher, ensure the company is looking for a pure, complete fresher. You call a pure fresher, you call a complete fresher for those who have completed their academic in the current year or latest in the last year. According to current situation, a fresher means those who are passed in 2025 or those who passed in 2024. Am I correct? Those who passed in 2025 is called as a fresher, plus those who passed in 2024 can also be considered as a fresher. If your academic completed in 2024 or 2025, only then call yourself as a fresher. If not, you are not a fresher. Don't think that, okay, I am fresher to SAP. Nobody will look at whether you're a fresher to SAP or not. Everybody will look at what is your academic pass out year, what is the current year. If I say I did my MBA in 2000, let's say 16, I did my BCom in 2018. Now we are in 2025. Can I be called as a fresher? Can I call myself as a fresher if I say my academic completed in 2015, 2018, 2020, 2021?
No,
Am I
you're not
treated
treated
as a
as a
No,
fresher? I'm not treated as a fresher.
no.
So you need to have these clarifications before you think anything about SAP. Because most of the times we end up asking guidance, we end up asking suggestions from outsider, others. Please tell me whether this is suitable to me. You're not doing this because somebody suggested you. You need to do it because you realized it is suitable to you based on your own understanding. And what is your current understanding or knowledge on SAP FICO? This is more important. Above three questions you can easily answer to yourself. And this question is something that you need to answer to yourself in a proper manner. The way you're answering this question, the way you're convincing yourself with your answer decides whether you're suitable for SAP FICO or not. First point, when you're talking about SAP FICO, there are two types of roles, jobs in the market. Both are related to SAP FICO only. One is SAP FICO consultant. Second one is SAP FICO end user. I hope most of you are aware of this one, right? Most
yeah.
of you would have heard in the market SAP FICO consultant job, SAP FICO end user job.
Yes.
Now, those who want to get into SAP, those who want to get SAP training, if your target is to become a consultant, only then you have to undergo SAP training. If your target is to become an end user, there is no need of getting any training for end user. There is no need to take any training for end user. Reason, end user will be trained by the company. When I say end user will be trained by the company, when you join any organization, they will make you understand their current process. They will give you SOP. They will give you user manual, process manual. You will be having a KT sessions and all. This I hope everybody is understanding, right? To become an end
Yes.
user, you do not need any training. Any company that you join as an end user, you will be trained, you will be guided, you will be walked through the process within the company by the team in which you are going to join. So practically, there is no need for anybody to get a training on SAP end user. And to become an end user, whatever the information, whatever the knowledge that you require, you can freely acquire from different open sources like you have YouTube, you have Google. Different sources are more than sufficient to give you knowledge to become an end user. Okay, and to become a consultant, you must be trained to become a consultant, because the moment we are talking about SAP FICO consultant, the first point everybody thinks is configuration. Am I correct? The
Yes, sir.
first point that strikes our mind is configuration, because as a consultant, we will do the configuration. It is correct, but not only the configuration. If I say there are 20 activities that you do as a consultant, or if I say there are 10 activities you do as a consultant, and out of these 20 activities, if you name, or out of this 10 activities that you name, or out of, if you say there are only 5 activities which a consultant does, this configuration is only one activity. If I say 1 out of 5, or if I say 1 out of 10, or if I say 1 out of 20, in any situation, is it the passing criteria? If I say total rating is 5 and I'll give you one rating, is this okay or not okay?
It's not
Not
okay.
okay.
Not okay.
Not okay, sir.
Total 10 and I'll give only one, is it okay?
No, sir. Fail.
No. No.
Total is 20, I give only one.
No.
Least, even if you take 5, and if we think that configuration is all SAP FICO consultant job activity, we are straight away agreeing that okay, this is not only the activity, but majoritarily what we all will do when we talk about SAP FICO configuration,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
majoritarily we all talk about configuration. First point that you'll have to keep in your mind, as a FICO consultant, when you're working, it is a different story. When you're learning SAP FICO, it is a different story, because when you're working, you know the reality. When I say you know the reality as a working FICO consultant, you know what you require to understand, you know what you need to understand from a business point of view, from a consulting point of view, from a solutioning point of view. But when you're not working on SAP FICO, your experiences is something else. You're fresher to the market. You want to switch your career from other domain to SAP FICO consulting. Majoritarily, we are not aware of the practical reality of SAP FICO. We do not know the market standards. So we end up assuming that I need to know, I need to ensure I am very good at configuration on SAP FICO. Most common factor that everybody will assume, that everybody will think. Now, one point. On this, if we take one point, for example, on the config, let's say if I put SAP FICO consultant activities, those who are aware of SAP FICO, can you give few list? So first one is configuration. One is configuration. Anybody is aware any other activity which a consultant does?
Support, sir.
Kind of doing rollout
Sub
deployment.
Support end-to-end support, daily support activities.
Migration.
support is okay. Migration, okay.
Team leading and error handling.
Team handling, okay.
Unit testing.
So data migration and the different documents preparation. So
Data
provide
migration,
guidance to end user.
documentation, okay. Yeah,
Implementation.
next.
Guidance
End
to end
user
user.
training.
User training, okay.
FS.
Enabling current changes to the end users.
Changes to users, okay, whatsoever. We're not going in detail, we're just writing the activities based on our current understanding as on today. Even we casually write, we ended up more than 10. But even we casually write, we crossed 10 or not?
Yes.
Even casually we wrote, we crossed 10 activities that a consultant performs, a consultant does in any organization as SAP FICO. But mostly what we will do is we will end up focusing only few areas or majoritarily one area. What is that major area that everybody focuses on?
Configuration.
Configuration. This is what everybody will focus. And when you know the configuration and you're not practically aware of these points, when we say we are aware, we know what it is not referring, it is not representing that I know the name of it. You should know the activity of it. When you say support, you should know what a FICO consultant does in the support. What support FICO consultant provides? Support to whom? On what basis? How you will give the support? Is it email support? Is it call support? Is it direct face-to-face support? How you will provide the support, you need to understand. When you say migration, what is migration? What FICO consultant does in migration? What is migration meaning in FICO? Similarly, team handling. What team handling I'm talking about? Is it only SAP FICO team or is it SAP project team? Similarly, client or user handling. How do I handle the client? How do a client handle the user? This again you need to understand. Data migration. What is data migration? How do we migrate the data? What data we migrate? Why we need to migrate the data? And what we do as a consultant there? We need to again understand. Documentation. What is documentation? I am asking my friends, give me document, give me document. I'm Googling SAP FICO document. Is it that document we are referring here? Google document, asking your friend, give me the document material, or it is something else, something different. Is this the same documentation that we're all referring to SAP FICO material config document, or
No,
it is
sir.
something different in the
No.
project?
Company
Yes.
specific.
Right, this is different. All right. And when you talk about implementation, we need to understand what is implementation, what happens in the implementation. As a FICO consultant, what we will do in the implementation, we need to understand. User training. Today you are getting it trained. Tomorrow you need to train the business users. Am I right? In a company, tomorrow you have to give the training. And today you are not clear about SAP FICO, you are attending the training sessions to ensure you are having sufficient knowledge, understanding on the subject according to what is required in the market as of today. And then tomorrow when you're in any project, you need to conduct the training sessions to the business users. Testing, how we need to perform testing, what kind of testing we are supposed to do as a FICO consultant. This we need to understand. Changes to user, if there are any changes done, you need to inform the user, notify the user. In the process, these are the changes happened. Now, having seen all these points, these are only very few. There are so many. If you keep writing, we will end up crossing approximately 50 activities. And we need to ensure each activity you have at least minimum basic understanding. On each activity, you should have minimum basic understanding. Only then you can see yourself as a consultant when you go to the market. Otherwise, what will happen? For everything, we will end up relating SAP FICO only to the configuration point. And we need to ensure this configuration point is important, but not everything is based on config. One point that you have to realize. Why are you here? To learn SAP FICO? Am I correct?
Yes.
You're all here to learn SAP
Yes.
FICO.
Yes, sir.
And if the point of learning SAP FICO is only related to configuration, if you Google or if I Google, if anybody Googles, do you get SAP FICO end-to-end configuration step-by-step screenshot documents or not? For free of cost.
Sir.
Mostly,
Yes, sir.
yes.
Right? You will get it. And almost for all the topics in SAP FICO, if you go to YouTube, search, you will get from different sources. Almost every topic configuration is available in YouTube for free of cost. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
For free of cost, it is available. And there are people who will sell recorded sessions in the market for lesser price. The pirated recorded sessions, not the original recording, pirated. You will get or not?
Yes.
Sir.
And if you go to Udemy, you'll pay 500 rupees, 1000 rupees. You will get complete SAP FICO end-to-end configuration training course only for 500 rupees, only for 1000 rupees. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? Meaning for you to learn SAP FICO, there are so many options which are available for free of cost, which are available for very nominal price, negligible price. 500 rupees, 1000 rupees. Nobody will count it nowadays when it comes to your learning, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
It is not at all a matter when we say that, okay, I'll give you FICO course, you pay 500 rupees. I will give you FICO course, you pay 1000 rupees. Nobody will think twice. Everybody will get the course, or everybody will have some content with them to understand what is what. Now, leaving all that, when you're attending the sessions or when you're investing money, okay, when you're investing money,
So
there
sorry to
should be
interrupt.
a
So
return on
what is the
investment,
difference
right?
between hello?
I'll give time for asking the questions and I'll explain every point. Okay.
No, just have a small doubt. So what is the difference between those information and this section?
That's what I'm explaining now. Okay. Right. And when you're investing money, let's say 20,000 to learn SAP FICO, the same SAP FICO, if you're getting it for free in YouTube, in different other sources, and you're getting different pirated recorded sessions from different other sources, and you're also able to get the FICO course for 500 rupees, FICO course for 1000, 1500 rupees in Udemy. If you question yourself, if you question me, if you question anybody else, you need to have a clear understanding. Let's say, if you go to YouTube, you get free. If you go to Google, you will get for free, and you get pirated recordings. You will get. You'll also get courses from Udemy, kind of a thing, which is very nominal courses, and you're also getting something like, okay, live training. Which option you're preferring as of now?
Live training.
Training.
YouTube, Google.
No, you're here to get live
As of
training,
now,
right?
live training. Live training.
You're here attending this session because you want a live training. When you say live training, you want to understand, you want to get all the points as on today, or all the points which will make you a consultant when you go to the market as on today. In short, when you go to the market, you should be outdated or you should be updated.
Updated.
You'll have to be updated. When we say updated, in the current market, whatever is trending, whatever is the business industry, company expectation from a FICO consultant. Those points you need to understand, those points you need to have. Okay. And during your learning, during your training, you will get a lot of doubts, a lot of questions, confusions, errors, issues. And you need somebody to guide on your error. You need somebody to help you understanding the topic, your concept. Am I right? And you also need
Yes, sir.
guidance. You also need assistance. You also need help until you get a job in SAP FICO.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
And to get all this support, to get all this assistance, guidance, you are opting live training. If you go to YouTube, if you go to Google, pirated recording, Udemy, whatsoever, this is all self-learning, meaning you need to handle, you need to understand, you need to do everything on your own. Am I correct?
Correct.
So whether you're doing it in a right way or not in a right way, whatever you did, whether this will take you to get a job in SAP FICO or not, nobody knows, because we are just referring to a recorded session. We are just referring to online available content. We are preparing it. It is okay to get the awareness, not the knowledge. On all the online sources, what you can expect is only the awareness. Okay, this means this, we need to do it, we need to do like this and all. But the practical knowledge you will get only when you understand the concept. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Only when you understand the concept, you will gain knowledge from it. Otherwise, whatever you get is called as awareness. Meaning, if we say that I am aware of it, I know this, I know this. Now, this thing will just make you feel or will make you understand the basic fundamentals with which you can easily manage with anybody. Okay, I know this, this means this means this. But if somebody wants to hear from you a little more about it with practical example, with the real-time scenarios and all, this awareness will not help you. There you need your practical understanding, your practical knowledge, in which you need to talk, you need to explain and make sure the other person is convinced. Am I correct? Whosoever,
Yes.
whether your other person is your friend, your interviewer, your client, your user, your project manager, whosoever. When you talk, you need to ensure whatever information you are telling, the other person is convinced with it. Meaning you should to talk only the valid content, valid point, key points. Because tomorrow when you talk to somebody, you are not talking to somebody to give trainings on SAP FICO. Is my point correct?
Yes, sir.
First thing, when you talk to somebody, when you go to the market, you feel that, okay, now I think I'm good at SAP FICO. I'm able to understand everything, all the topics I'm able to feel confident. When you go to the market, the first person that you will talk to is an interviewer. Am I correct? The
Yes.
first person that you talk about SAP FICO, your understanding, your subject, your knowledge is the interviewer. Now, when you're talking to the interviewer, are you talking to the interviewer to get a job or to let them realize that, okay, you learned SAP FICO, you got a good subject?
Talking to the interviewer.
To get a job, sir.
To get a job, not to give them a feel or impression that, okay, he learned SAP FICO, he has got good understanding. Is that the impression that you're expecting from the interviewer?
No.
No, right? Meaning, when you talk to an interviewer, you should talk the practical point, you should talk the realistic scenarios. Because when you're learning SAP FICO, we are all aware that for everything we deal with configuration. What is the T code? What is the path? Do you have material? Do you have documentation? Do you have the screenshot? This is what we completely end up on a daily basis during your learning. And when you talk to somebody, especially in the interview, these points you should never talk. Because if I say about SAP FICO, or if you say about SAP FICO, currently what we are talking about SAP FICO is this is possible, that is possible, we become this, we do this, we get this, we get that. Because you and me are talking in a general note, agree? But in the interview, is it the same context or it is different?
It's different.
Different.
It is different.
It is different there. Meaning there you should not talk the basic points. There you should not talk only the config. There you should talk in a different way. When you start realizing all these points, then you'll understand, okay, why I need live training, why I need practical training, why I need real-time training. Tomorrow when you talk to somebody, whatever you talk, whatever a FICO consultant does should be the same. You're talking something, consultant is doing something else, it is not same. You're learning, you're practicing SAP FICO, the way you're practicing, the way you're looking at the screen should be exactly the same that a real-time FICO consultant is doing in their project. There should be no deviation right from day one. Okay. Now, out of all this, the reason why you're opting for live training is to understand practical points, ensure that you're understanding the subject. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And if you're in the live training, when you're stuck somewhere, when you're not understanding something, you can ask to whosoever, the person, whoever is training you, teaching you, you can ask back the question, I'm not able to understand this. Can you please repeat? How is it connected to that? And how this will benefit my career, my future? All these things, when you understand, accordingly, you will decide that, okay, for me to get a job, these areas are required. Otherwise, we will not understand. It is equivalent to you're preparing for an examination. If you're preparing for any examination, you have a textbook, right? Syllabus book. Agree?
Yes.
Your textbook contains, let's say, 100 pages. Your question paper is only 1 page. Am I right? Your textbook contains 100 pages, but your question paper is only a single paper or hardly 2 papers. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And you need to ensure you are capable enough. You are capable enough to get all the questions relevant information from this 100-page book in short time, or you can take your own time.
In short time.
In short time. You cannot give any excuses stating, no, I did not prepare this. I thought this is not important. Nobody is going to listen to this. When you're in the market, you have to apply the same logic that you applied in your real life. And you'll have to be very, very practical. Only then, when you go to the market, you will be able to survive. You'll be able to beat the competition and you'll be able to compete with people who are attending SAP FICO consultant interviews along with you. Is there competition out in the market, or there is no competition for SAP FICO consultant?
It's competition, a hard one.
There is a competition. There is a competition, and keep in your mind strictly, your competitor is not a candidate who is learning SAP FICO. Your competitor is never a person who is learning SAP FICO like you. For example, I am learning SAP FICO, you are learning SAP FICO. Let's say we are how many? We are approximately 120 members now. All of us, meaning all these 120 members, if we are all learning SAP FICO, now I am not your competitor, you are not my competitor. If you feel I am your competitor, if I feel you are my competitor, I will not get job, you will not get job, because I'm not competing with the right candidate. Am I correct? I am learning SAP FICO, you're also learning SAP FICO. If we both put competition, is this a valid competition?
No, sir, because we are on the same page.
This is not a valid competition. Then this competition will bring different points which are unnecessary. I see that I prepared this topic. Did you prepare the topic? No. Instead of talking on the different points, we both sit and talk about the topics only, because we don't know anything other than that, right? I prepared automatic payment program. Did you prepare asset accounting? Did you prepare integration? This is what we're discussing, but not what is actually expected in the market. Is my statement correct? If you and I sit and we both are competing with each other, this is what we deal. Agree with me?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
agreed.
And you need to compete with the candidate who is already working as a FICO consultant. For example, you're a SAP FICO trained candidate, you completed your training, you are now confident enough to feel that yes, now I think I can attend the interviews. Now to that interview, is there any filter from any company? This job is only for SAP FICO trained candidate. Did anybody see like this posting, like this advertisement anywhere? This
No.
job is only exclusively for SAP FICO trained candidates. Anywhere anybody saw?
No.
Meaning this training, whatever you are undergoing now or whatever you will undergo anywhere, immaterial where you are learning SAP FICO. Once your training is completed, once you feel that I think now I am ready for attending interviews, forget that you learnt SAP FICO. First point, you should forget that you learnt SAP FICO. You should be with a mindset that you worked on SAP FICO. And when you talk, you should sound like a practical working SAP FICO consultant, not like SAP FICO course completed candidate. There is a huge difference between these two. Within a minute, you can identify he learnt SAP FICO. Just because the way they're talking. 1 minute is more than enough to identify he is a real-time working FICO consultant or he is SAP FICO trained candidate. Within 1 minute, how? Just because the way we are talking, am I correct? Just because the way you're
Yes.
talking. In the interview, do you show anything practically or you will only talk?
We
Only
talk.
talk.
You will only talk. Nobody will give any practical system. Nobody will give any assignment. Okay, you do it. Show me the answer. Solve this question. Solve this problem. Then I will give you a job. Is there any company who will do this kind of interview?
No.
No. What everybody is doing, everybody is asking a question and they are hearing from you how you are understanding the question, how you are responding to the question. Accordingly, they are giving you the job. Meaning they are thinking that your thought process, your understanding, if it is in line with the industry standard, is in line with consulting mindset, they are okay with you. You would have seen many people easily getting a job. You would have seen many people finding it very difficult to get job. Both you would have seen.
Yes, sir.
You would have also seen people who are
Yes,
working
sir.
as FICO consultant will also struggle to clear their next interview. This anybody noticed? Let's say somebody is working as a FICO consultant from
Yes,
last
sir.
4 year, 5 year, 6 year, 8 year. They will also find it difficult to clear their next job. Having worked for 8 years, 4 year, 5 year, 3 year in SAP FICO, why there is a difficulty in clearing the interview? Meaning, when it comes to expectation in the interview, it is completely different. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes.
everybody wants in the interview the right candidate with good knowledge, good conceptual knowledge. If you prove that you have that conceptual understanding and knowledge, you will get picked up no matter who is your competitor in the interview. Along with you, if real-time working consultants are coming, along with you, people who got it trained are also coming. You have to be confident enough. Yes, I think I can crack this interview. I can clear this interview. That confidence is required. Otherwise, what you will do, you will end up day and night working, trying to understand only the configuration part. Am I correct? And we clearly understood configuration is only one activity. If you list only 5, this is still 1. If you put 10, this is still 1. Whatever the denominator you put, your numerator is always 1. Because config is a single activity, it's a one activity. There are so many activities which we will perform as a FICO consultant. And all this we need to understand in such a way that you are able to connect the business process. What you need to connect at the end? Business process. When I say business process, this is something fixed everywhere, or this will change from company to company?
So change from company to company.
Change, sir.
Right? Business process will change from company to company because every company will have their own business. Every company will have their own policies, guidelines, rules and regulation. Accordingly, company to company, you will find some changes in the business process. Now, what module are we learning?
FICO.
FICO.
SAP
Finance.
FICO. Right? It is,
Financing and
can
control.
I call this is accounting? If I say this is accounting, is this correct?
Yes.
Yes.
This is
Yes,
accounting.
accounting. Yes.
And when we talk about accounting, can I follow my own rules in accounting, or it is not allowed?
Not allowed, sir.
Is not allowed.
Need to
If I
follow
say that I
standards
will
of own.
follow my own rules, if I follow my own guidelines, not allowed. Then your accounting, it is fixed.
Yes.
Yes.
Is this correct? Accounting is fixed. I cannot deviate, you cannot deviate, because your accounting is audited at the end. Your accounting will be audited and then approved by the certified
Auditors.
chartered accountant, your auditor.
Yes, sir.
If there is any mistake, if there is any deviation, your financials will not be audited. If your financials are not audited, you will not get any investment, you will not get any bank loans and all, because every company will have to submit their financials to the bankers, to the different other parties. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, here, when we're talking about accounting, before we get into SAP FICO, we need to ensure, okay, something from the accounting I need to understand. Reason, in FICO, you're only going to do accounting, nothing else. Am I correct? If I say GL, if I say AP, if I say AR, if I say cash, if I say bank, and if I say assets, and if I say tax, by looking at these things, what can you say? These are all related to accounting or not related to accounting?
Accounting.
Related to
Forget
accounting.
about SAP.
Accounting
If
only.
you forget about SAP, all are related to accounting only.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Related to
When
accounting.
you go to SAP FICO, do you find all this in SAP FICO as well?
Yes.
In FICO also we have same points, same topic, same concept. But sometimes what some of us will think is that, okay, currently I don't know these things, but when I come to SAP, I will know all these things. SAP will not teach you accounting. FICO will not teach you accounting, because FICO is an application where you perform the accounting. So FICO will not teach you accounting. You need to ensure you have at least minimum basic accounting knowledge well in advance before you get into SAP FICO. Otherwise, you will not understand it. You would have seen many people stating FICO is tough. Anybody heard this?
Yes, sir. A lot of time.
Yes, sir.
People will tell FICO is tough. People will tell I am attending interviews, but I'm not clearing the interview. I attended so far 20 interviews, 30 interviews, but I'm not able to clear the interview. They're all asking practical questions, scenario based questions. They're not asking anything direct question. They're not asking a config, all this kind of a thing. Reason, in FICO, it's all about accounting. Accounting is not there in FICO. Accounting is not there in FICO where you can learn from FICO itself. Accounting is there other than out of SAP also. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
right? Now, we are talking about accounting. In this accounting, these are the points which we listed. Now, as a basic fundamental point, in accounting, to record anything, and you record only money related in accounting, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You will record only money related in accounting. Money coming into company and money
In the
going from company,
transaction.
right? So whether money is coming or money is going, this is what all your accounting does. If there is
Sir.
something where there
Yes,
is
sir.
no money involvement, do you take this into accounting if there is no money involvement?
Financial transactions will get used.
No, if I say there is a transaction, but this transaction
Yeah.
does not have any money, any value, do you take this into accounting or no?
No, we cannot take that account because there is no
You
transaction.
So
cannot take. No money, no accounting, right? No money, no accounting. Money is not there, accounting is also not there. Even you should have at least 0.01 paisa to do the accounting. Am I correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Minimum 0.01 is required. If it is not there, no accounting, forget about it. And to record this in accounting, what we need to do? You'll have to pass journal entry. And in journal entry, you need to put debit and credit. Am I correct? You'll have to write journal entry. And in this journal entry, you have to put debit and credit. Is my statement correct?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is correct. Now, when you come into SAP FICO, this is what you will do, nothing else. There is no innovation we're doing, there is no research we're doing in accounting in FICO. Whatever the accounting that is followed in every company across the globe, same thing you will do it in SAP, that's it. Don't assume that when I come to SAP FICO, everything I will understand automatically. No, no automatic here. There are a lot of manual efforts from your side before you get into SAP. There are certain points which you'll have to revise from your side before you get into SAP. Don't think I will join course today. At the end of 2 months, at the end of 3 months, 4 months, I will become a colorful SAP FICO consultant. Is only your dream. Practically, it is not possible. Reason? Everything is related to this. Can I record this journal entry in any accounting, whether I do my accounting manually, whether I do it in Tally, whether I do it in Oracle, whether I do it in SAP or any other application? Everywhere I can record the transaction only with the help of a journal entry. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. It was correct.
Yes, sir.
Meaning, if there is no journal entry, there is no accounting. And SAP FICO is all about accounting only, nothing else. And if you are thinking that, okay, I'm learning SAP FICO, I will become a software engineer, I will come into IT side and all, where you are assuming I don't need to do any accounting, I don't need to do anything, then you are mistaken. As an end user, it is more better for those kind of mindset people. Reason? As an end user, you are limited to a specific area. Maybe the end user will tell I am working in GL team. End user will tell I am working in AP team, P2P team, I am working in AR team, collection team, O2C team, R2R team. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Sir.
Now, as a consultant, you'll have to know everything. End user should know only 1 point, only 2 points, more than enough for them. More than enough. If I wanted to become an end user, let's say I wanted to get into GL, I need to understand what happens in GL module. Enough. All these things I will get for free of cost in YouTube. You don't need to invest even a single rupee. Zero investment, you'll get Whatever you required, more than that, you'll receive it in the YouTube for free of cost. AP, whatever you require to get accounts payable knowledge, to get a SAP FICO end user job, more than that you will receive for free of cost, zero investment in YouTube. Only YouTube I'm talking. I'm not talking about any other sources. There are many other sources, but from YouTube itself, you will get more than sufficient content to get end user job on any of the areas that you pick. Now, end user is limited now. Your preparation, your understanding, your knowledge, agree? Because I need to target, if I wanted to get into P2P side, I will target only AP module. If I wanted to get into AR, O2C, I will only target my customer side. Am I correct? But
Yes, sir.
when I want to become a consultant, no other option, I have to know everything. If I wanted to become a consultant, I should know everything. Reason, now I have to deal with the business. As a consultant, you'll have to deal with the business, and here you'll have to deal all business processes. GL, AP, AR, cash, bank, taxes, asset, everything you need to deal, everything you need to understand. Everything you need to deal, everything you need to understand. Here, understanding is more important for a consultant. Why understanding is more important for a consultant? Reason, consultant will not sit and post the entries. Am I correct? Consultant will not sit and create master. Consultant will not sit and do the reconciliations. Are my statements correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
These are all end user activities, not consultant activity. But whatever end user is doing with the help of consultant.
Yes. Yes.
If end user is stuck somewhere, if end user is finding something is wrong, who will have to solve the problem? Consultant.
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 Sir.
Now,
Consultant.
no other go consultant must understand the total business process. You do not know which user will come to you. And no company will have multiple FICO consultants in a project. One project, one consultant, or maximum two consultants. Am I correct? FICO.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
And they want this one FICO consultant to understand everything in FICO from a business process point of view only, not SAP FICO course content point of view. There's a huge difference between your business process SAP FICO, course content SAP FICO. It again depends how you're looking at SAP FICO. If you're looking at SAP FICO by taking a course content, it's a different mindset. If you're looking at SAP FICO from a business point of view, it's a different mindset. And all these things we need to ensure we are properly looking at it. Only then you will understand practically whatever you're doing. Every point that you do on SAP, you need to ensure you are understanding the business process and you're able to relate it with a project. Tomorrow, when you go talk to anybody, tomorrow, when you join any organization as a FICO consultant, you should feel this is what I have already understood. This is something that I'm already familiar with. That will give you confidence. Am I correct?
Yes,
After
sir.
completing the course, after putting additional effort, after clearing the interview, after joining a company, you're finding everything is strange here, everything is different here, which I have not done in my training, which I did not do it in my practice preparation. Nobody discussed with me these points. All of a sudden, you will go blank in the project. And that is where you will see many people are getting scared after getting the job. The real fear begins when you get the job. Because for attending interviews, everybody is bold and dynamic. Everybody will say, I am attending, so far I attended 100 interviews, every day I'm attending interviews. Nothing, you don't need to perform anything, right? You don't need to prove anything there. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
30 minutes,
Yes.
it's okay, everybody is bold and dynamic, everybody will go attend the interview. But when you join the company, that's where the real fear begins. That's where you need to prove yourself. In the interview, 30 minutes show, if you talk properly in this 30 minutes with certain key topics that are mandatory in every interview, easy to clear SAP FICO interview. In fact, to clear SAP FICO interview, training is also not required. Question paper is already leaked. Then what is the point of all this kind of thing? Easy to clear the SAP FICO interview. But the point comes here is, after clearing interview, when you go to a company to work as a consultant, every day how many hours we need to work?
8 hours.
8.
8 hours. And we need to ensure whether we have that capability to manage 8 hours a day in office, 8 hours a day in a project. That's a big question mark. And you will have team meetings every day. You will have to talk to users. You'll have to talk to the client. You have to understand the problems, provide solution, different things you'll have to do. Whether you're capable enough to do all this kind of thing, whether you're aware of these points, how to handle this, that comes into the picture when you join a company. That's where you would have seen different people, even after getting the job, they look for support. Anybody noticed this?
Yes, sir.
People after getting the job, they look for support. They want somebody to help in their job, and for that they will pay money on a monthly basis. Imagine the situation: a person already having a job is not able to perform, that he himself certified that I'm not capable to handle my project, I'm not capable to do my own work, I need somebody to guide me, like a school kid going to tuition and they want somebody to help in doing it. Because what, who needs this tutor? Only the kid who is not able to understand, who is not having that maturity level to understand what is what. Am I correct? And here we are already trained, we are already working. Still, to complete the homework, we need somebody. And as long as you are dependent on somebody, will we be able to grow? Will we be able to gain the knowledge?
No, sir.
No, right?
No.
Your knowledge, your understanding should help you handle the things independently. And as a FICO consultant, remember, you're always individual contributor in any project. And whether you have this capability in you or not is what every interviewer checks in the interview. They're not checking your SAP FICO configuration knowledge. They're checking whether you can perform as an individual contributor or not. That's what they're checking. That is why they put different kind of questions. That is why they ask different kind of things in the interview. Because they need somebody who can perform independently without depending on anyone. With minimal guidance, with minimal input, they want somebody to talk. And when you know what is expected, what is tested, what skill set they want from a FICO consultant, if you're putting your effort to gain this skill set, you will not find any difficulty when you go to the market. Otherwise, as usual, day and night, you are fighting with configuration. One fine day you are expert in configuration. One fine day you are expert in configuration, but when you go to the market, you will feel the reality practically. Okay. Now, these processes, whatever we are talking now, are all related to accounting. In short, are these process basic understanding is required or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. It's required.
This is required. And one more point, when somebody asks anybody that in the interview or in general during your learning and all, everybody will tell that I practiced SAP FICO, I'm very good at GL, AP, AR. This is what most of the people will tell. They specifically highlight these three. Anybody noticed? I'm good at GL, AP, AR.
Yes, sir.
Most of the time people will highlight only these three. I'm good at GL, I'm good at AP, I'm good at AR. Okay. Now in this, if you ask them, forget about, okay, first one is what?
General ledger.
Yes.
Yes.
General ledger. And immediately, if you put, what are these three?
Balance, P&L,
Profit and
I'll
loss.
balance, profit and loss statement, and then balance sheet. And anybody who's telling, I know GL, ask them what is trial balance, what is P&L, what is balance sheet. Now they are talking this GL from accounting point of view, this GL from SAP point of view. Definitely SAP point of view.
Accounting point of view.
Those who are in SAP FICO, those who are trying to get a job in SAP FICO, they are talking GL from accounting point of view or from SAP point of view.
Accounting point of view.
SAP, not accounting, SAP. SAP point of view, because tomorrow when you go to the market, you represent, I can handle accounting where? In Tally or in Oracle or in SAP?
SAP only.
SAP.
Yes.
SAP. So you're talking these processes from SAP point of view.
Yes, correct.
Now you'll have to see, okay, trial balance. Do I know trial balance in SAP? Do I know P&L in SAP? Do I know balance sheet in SAP? We'll have to start questioning. When I say you'll have to start questioning, if you say that, okay, I did GL topic, I understood GL, I'm confident on GL. Straightforward question, ask yourself, did I see the trial balance in SAP? Do I know how trial balance looks like in SAP? Did I see P&L in SAP? Did I see balance sheet in SAP? And everybody does practice on their own during the learning. Am I correct?
Yeah, yes.
Right? During the learning, you practice on your own. The entries, whatever you are posting, are your own entries, right? Your own debit, your own credit, your own value of debit, your own value of credit. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And one fine day, what you need to do, whether now or in future, those who are already familiar with SAP now, those who are not familiar with SAP, as you move forward after joining the course, once you move forward, you need to have all these points at your mind strictly, and you need to have these points validated in every interval, meaning you are checking, okay, whether my knowledge is sufficient or not. And if you look at the trial balance, whether you are able to understand your trial balance or not. If you are looking at your P&L, whether you have the reasoning, whether you have the explanation, justification for what profit you are getting, what loss you are getting in your company. Your own company that you are creating the entries, right? Am I correct?
Sir.
After the class, what everybody will do, you will sit and practice. I will tell that every day I'm spending 3 hours on SAP FICO practicing. This weekend I'm not going anywhere. I'm completely dedicating my 24 hours to SAP. Okay, very good. Question this to yourself and see if you can answer this to yourself or not. If you are convinced, no problem. If you are not convinced, then there is a problem. If you are able to understand what profit you are getting, why you got this profit, what entries are forming this profit, how this profit is coming in SAP. Is this profit correct or not? Because everybody will validate, right? Nobody will believe anybody. Nobody will believe anybody, because your company, if you are the owner of the company, you are not the one who is doing the financial transactions in the company. Am I correct? You have the different employees doing it.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Simple example, if I tell that today you have your bank account and I asked you to please share your user ID password of your net banking, or I will ask please give me your debit card or please give me your credit card along with the PIN number. You have given either user ID password of your net banking, or you have given debit card with PIN number or credit card with PIN number. And you know that today morning you had some 10,000 account balance in your account, and you have given these details to me. Let's say you have given your debit card to me, or you have given your credit card to me, and I have taken it, and then evening I will return your card to you. I will tell I did not do anything, your balance is 8,200 now. You will believe me or you will not believe me. You will see the proofs.
Yes.
We'll see the proof, sir.
Checking.
Meaning nobody will blindly believe. You're only not believing your friend or anybody, right? You're immediately going to the account, refresh, check the account balance, account statement, credit limit, all this kind of thing. Are we checking or not for our own personal account?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? We are checking. Now imagine a company. Nobody will believe anybody, and everything must be proven, everything must be audited, everything must be approved. Meaning you need to understand how accounting happens in a company. And from there you need to start your understanding. Then you will realize, okay, this is what is happening in any organization. And when I do it in my practice, I have to practice by imagining, by assuming, by thinking about all these practical processes in any organization. How business uses this and how a consultant will work in this environment. How you will get the requirement, how you will understand their process, how you will give them the solutioning for everything. If there is any problem, how do you tackle with those? And this level of understanding is more important for every FICO consultant, not the config. You can do it on your own. Even after joining the project, you are free to use Google in any project as a FICO consultant. Nobody will stop you. But you are not free to use YouTube, all the videos in the project, in the company, but you are free to use Google. You don't know the T code, type T code for this. Nobody will say anything. You don't know a particular topic configuration. Don't watch videos in the office. Open Google, type, okay, what is the config for this? It will show step number 1, 2, 3, 10 steps. Refer to it, do it. Nobody will say anything to you. In fact, they will only tell Google it. Why are you asking me? You don't know that you can Google it. Getting my point? Meaning, you need to slowly understand what happens after you join a project as a FICO consultant, what is expected from you, and what you're supposed to deliver, what you're supposed to prove in the project. On those areas, if you put your effort, you will not find any difficulty as you move forward. Otherwise, as I said, after getting the job, your problem begins. And similarly, when you say GL, this is only a single question you need to understand. When you talk about AP is all about what?
Payments.
Purchases,
Accounts. And the procurement and outs.
procurement and non-purchases. You need to understand how purchase is happening in your company. Because what we do, accounts payable, everybody will quickly create a vendor, everybody will create an invoice, payment and all. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You'll have to be very specific. What did you purchase? When they say purchase, ask what did you purchase? What generally a company purchases? If I say company is purchasing material, everybody will tell company is purchasing material. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You
sir.
need to say the general.
Now, right, when a company is purchasing a material, how you will record this material purchase? Is this recorded by accounting? Is this recorded by logistics?
Logistics.
Logistics. Then how directly it is coming into AP? Then you need to talk. Then you need to think something about integration, FIMM integration. How you purchased it? How did you get in touch with the vendor? You need to understand. Okay, we finalized vendor and then we issued the order. We placed an order. Remember, wherever you purchase, most of the time your purchases are order related. In short, based on the purchase order,
Yes, sir.
based
Sure.
on the purchase order. Because when you buy something, when I buy something, we have the option. We will go to a shop, we will do window shopping, we will go here, there, and all. We will finalize, we will bargain. Is it the same way a company purchases? Company will have somebody who will go to shop, buy, and book a Ola taxi and all, go to the company? No, right?
No.
You're also smart, right? You don't even step out. You get everything delivered at your step just by placing an order. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
You wanted to have any lunch. You don't need to go to any restaurant. If you're going to a restaurant, it's a different story. If you're sitting at your place, you want food to be served at your location, you will simply go to Zomato, Swiggy, anything, you will place an order. Based on the order, your goods are delivered, and you will also receive the invoice. You will also make the payment. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Let's say you wanted to buy something. You will go to Amazon, you will go to any website, you will again place the order. In the similar way, every company will do their purchases. Now we need to understand how these purchases are happening. And without understanding this, we cannot say that I know accounts payable. Similarly, AR. AR is all about what?
Sales, account receivable.
Sales and distribution.
Right? This is all related to
Customer.
sale. When a company is selling, what usually a company will sell? Assets?
Product services.
Products and
Yes,
services
final
company will
product.
sell, not the asset. Right? When a product is sold to the company, to a customer, how are they selling? Are they selling based on the order?
Yeah.
Based
How
on the
do they
purchase
track?
requisition.
It's done.
Right? We need to understand how sale is actually happening in any company. Because doing this purchase, doing any accounting entry for GL is very straightforward. Anybody can do it. But whatever the entry that you are doing, whether you are in a position to explain it from the
And
starting point to the ending point, is this the real scenario that any company uses or not, is what somebody is looking at you. No surprise when somebody is coming and asking. Let's say if I wanted to sell product to my customer, how do I sell it? If I tell, okay, no problem, you can pass an accounting entry, customer account debit, sales account credit, my sale is completed. But is it so easy to do it in SAP? Customer account debit, sales account credit?
No.
no, when process of
It can't.
Right?
Sales
I
and
need to ensure before I sell a product, I need to ensure whether the product is in stock or not.
Sir.
Simple
Availability,
sale
sir.
only. Right? You need to check whether product is available or not, whether product is delivered or not, where is the customer. Let's say you are in Bangalore, your customer is in Mumbai, and you need to ensure to the customer whether the product will reach or not. Sometimes you will see, even in even if you look at some online portals and all, product is available, but it says that it is not deliverable to this location. Anybody noticed this kind of a thing?
Yes.
Yes.
yes,
Yes, sir.
Right? Meaning product is there, but they are not able to sell it to the customer in specific location. All these things you need to understand. At least you should have the basic fundamental points. Okay, these points I need to understand when I'm talking about sale. Then only when you're in the market, when you're in the organization, when you're in a project, you'll understand what is happening. Reason, when you're learning SAP FICO, when you're practicing SAP FICO, ensure you're relating it with practical real environment on every point. Otherwise, whatever you do here, whatever you do after getting a job are completely opposite. That should never be the situation. Meaning, your learning should never make you feel that I did not know this before. Instead, you should feel I am aware of it. I know what it is. I think I can handle this. That confidence is something that you need to gain. With which, when you go talk to any interviewer, when you go join any project, no matter what, you are in a position to understand. And one more point, which is more important. And again, we're talking about SAP FICO only. Again, SAP FICO. In this SAP FICO, now everybody is telling SAP FICO is what you're learning. Now, after learning SAP FICO, after giving interviews, you will become a FICO consultant. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
After learning FICO, after preparing, practicing and all, I will start giving interviews. I'll get selected in one of the companies. I will join as a FICO consultant. Now, in FICO, you may be working with any kind of a project, any kind of a client, where you may be working on ECC, you may be working on S/4HANA, right?
Yes, sir.
And you may be working on cloud, you may be working on this public cloud. There are different points which we need to slowly understand. And what am I learning? If I go to the market, will I be able to manage, will I be able to work in these projects or not? You don't need to know everything, but make sure you have the sufficient understanding, conceptual knowledge with which you can manage in any project tomorrow when you get a job. Otherwise, same thing, after getting the job, you'll have to join the training again, because you realize, okay, my understanding, my learning, my practice, my preparation was only helpful to clear the interview, to manage the job. I need to get it trained one more time. Again, you will join the training. There are many who will join training after getting a job, because they realize after getting the job, their knowledge is not sufficient to handle their day-to-day activities. Because as you know, 8 hours a day you'll have to work. You'll have to sit in front of the system. You never know who calls you when, for what. And you'll have to be ready for everything. Not necessary you should know everything, but at least you should be smart enough to handle, manage. Am I correct?
Correct,
And
sir.
these things, this skill set is what you'll have to develop. Because overnight, this is not going to happen. Overnight, this is going to happen. The overnight happening is only configuration. This is the only overnight activity, not SAP FICO. If you want to learn SAP FICO, you can do the configuration part within 1 month is more than sufficient. Within 1 month is more than sufficient to learn SAP FICO configuration. And again, configuration, do we really need to pay money to learn the configuration, or it is freely available in the open market?
It is freely available.
Available in open
Really
market.
Right? This is freely available. And we'll have to be smart enough. When I say you have to be smart enough, if there is something which is available for free of cost, please get it for free of cost. Only be smart. And understand, if you are paying for the free content, then question yourself whether I am doing smart moves or not. And you'll have to ensure nobody will verify, nobody will guide, nobody will judge whether you are learning right content or not. It is you who need to take the responsibility. Am I correct? Whatever you're practicing, whatever you're understanding, whether you're preparing, not preparing, anybody is helping you, your father, mother, brother, sister, friend and all? Nobody, right?
Yes, sir.
It is you who has to monitor, who has to ensure you are doing right things, you are learning right content. And it is your responsibility to verify with the content that you are learning. You are learning something now, or today, or tomorrow, or day after tomorrow in the regular sessions. You need to verify with people who are working on FICO. Don't blindly learn. Even when I am teaching, don't blindly learn. Ensure whether this is correct or not, whether this is currently used or not. Is this how the consultants are working in the project or not? Don't blindly practice, don't blindly prepare. Validate, verify, only then you prepare that, okay, this is how we do it. Then when you talk to somebody tomorrow, you will be practical. Because while talking, you should not sound like a trained candidate, you should sound like a FICO consultant. There is a huge difference between FICO trained candidate, FICO consultant. Am I correct?
So
The way you talk reveals.
Yes.
The way you talk, it clearly reveals this candidate is trained, this candidate is experienced. Ensure the other person always gets an impact. Feel that this candidate is experienced just because of what you're talking and how you're talking. And as I said, ensure whatever you are learning, make sure to validate it, whether it is right or wrong. Have friends in your circle who are working in SAP FICO as consultants, and then verify. Blindly don't get into SAP FICO assuming. In short, let's say I want to learn SAP FICO. I don't have anybody in my circle, in my background, who is working on SAP FICO. Now, if I'm learning SAP FICO, I might join SAP FICO course without having any points in my mind, because I may be assuming if I complete SAP FICO course, I will get the job. But is this the reality? No, right? If I join SAP FICO course, I will not get the job. This is the bitter truth that we have to accept. Then I have to put a lot of effort. What effort I need to put, how I need to practice, what I need to practice, from when I need to start thinking about my job, companies, interviews, what topics I need to prepare, how I need to focus, all these kind of things until you get a job. Ensure you have somebody to guide you, or you have someone to discuss, someone to talk. If nobody is there who is related to SAP, who can guide you, definitely your journey will be difficult, tough. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Because you do
Yes.
not know what to do. You will have a lot of confusions, doubts, how to prepare my resume, how to appear for interview and all. And make sure what is your level of interest on learning SAP FICO, point number one. What is your background in your circle, in your network, whether you have anybody who is working on SAP FICO, who can guide you or who can help you learning SAP FICO. Don't expect somebody will refer you and all, not required. Your subject will get you so many offer letters. You will decide where to join. It will be in that situation when you have right subject with you. But different points we'll have to consider before you take a call, before you take a decision. Not something like, okay, SAP FICO, I will join somewhere, I will get trained, I will get a job. This is may not be a reality. This may be a dream only. Okay. Now, so far, whatever we discussed is only a basic outline about FICO, so that those who are planning to continue the training and all from tomorrow onward, okay, and we will be understanding the different points in detail. We'll go into every point related to SAP FICO consulting, SAP FICO, what we need to do, what we need to understand, how we need to understand the subject. Every point I'll make everybody understand in sequential order, step by step, so that you will have a clear clarity. Okay, SAP FICO is this. This is what we need to understand. This is what we need to get it trained. And these are the things that I need to put my effort on. Accordingly, you can take a decision, okay, whether this is suitable to me or not. In short, with me, whether I can join AJAY SAP FICO or not. Because at the end, you are free to join anywhere. I'm nobody to stop you joining from anywhere, but you have to take a decision. And you will have, as I said, you'll have approximately 10 days demo classes. After these 10 demo sessions, you can take a decision whether to continue or not to continue. Your choice, completely your choice. Okay, let me stop this here for today. And in the next session, we will discuss about different other points related to FICO, so that you will have sufficient knowledge on all the aspects of FICO, right from your base until after getting a job. I'll ensure every point is discussed. I'll ensure you all will have clear clarity about it, with which you can practically think and then decide. And ensure you will verify with people who are working on consultant, SAP FICO as a consultant, before you take any decision. Otherwise, make sure this is related to your career and don't take a wrong step blindly by assuming, okay, this is good, I will join here. Don't take. Even with me, don't join by blindly assuming, coming to any conclusion. Apply your thoughts properly, discuss with your friends, people who are working in SAP FICO. Only then you take a call, only then you take a decision. Because you're investing money here. I'm not teaching for free of cost. You're not learning for free of cost. When you're paying money, do proper thought process and then take a call. Because when you're investing, definitely there should be return on investment. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Because we're all learning SAP FICO and you're all planning to get into accounting. If you're investing 1 rupee, then there should be a benefit of this 1 rupee. Not in terms of money every time, but in terms of the return. Am I correct?
Sir.
Yes.
If you're paying
Yes.
20,000 to me, don't expect at the end of the course I will again give you 20,000. This is not return. Or don't expect on 20,000 I will add 5% interest. I will give some amount. It is not that. You will gain more than 20,000 worth knowledge that you can easily verify anywhere. No need to verify. When you talk, the other person will tell you the difference. Okay. Fine, then let me stop this here. The remaining points we will be discussing in the upcoming
Sir, is
overview
there
sessions.
any Q&A session?
It will be there once we have sufficient things. Then we will have one session exclusively for Q&A.
No, actually, sir, my situation is different. Currently, I'm working as a FSCO consultant. I'm planning to become a CO consultant. May I know the scope of CO in this course?
In this, CO is covered sufficiently, but the product costing and COPA is covered at the base level, with which you can manage the support project. The implementation related controlling point will be part of exclusive controlling batch.
Okay. Are you scheduling any controlling batch specifically?
It takes a little more time because I need to find a free time slot to start a fresh CO batch. It will be starting very soon.
Okay,
But
okay,
even in
then
this,
it
you
would
will
be
have
glad.
sufficient controlling with which you can easily manage in any project.
Okay.
I have a
Alright.
question.
What about ML, sir?
They're all covered, but not in depth in this FICO because to understand the controlling, it takes approximately 3 months, provided you are good at FICO. If you're not good at FICO, controlling, you cannot learn.
Yeah. Ajay, quick question. Are you going to provide the recordings every day and material like whatever you prepared? Or?
You'll get the recording every day after the class and the Excel sheet after the class.
Oh, okay.
No specific material, whatever we discuss in the Excel sheet is more than sufficient. Nothing else is required.
Okay, got it. And one more thing, like how about the system access, like practice?
System is paid access. So those details I will tell towards the end of the overview session. System access, you can get it outside or you can also get it from me. It's a nominal charges.
Sir, what is the duration class, sir? Daily?
1 to 1.5 hour maximum. By 9 o'clock, class will end every day. It will not exceed beyond 9 o'clock.
Sir, today's session, shall we get a recording? Because
It will
I have
be
joined.
uploaded in YouTube. You can refer in the YouTube. Once I upload, I'll put the link in the group. You can refer it there.
Okay.
Sir,
So
are we going to
All right.
cover Papi and Badi in this course?
Covered.
Okay.
They're covered.
Thank you.
That's what I
so
said. This is only the basic overview of it, what we are going to do, what we need to understand about FICO. And in the upcoming session, all these topics related to FICO, I will make everybody understand what we are going to understand, what you will do as a consultant, and what I will train you, and what you will achieve towards the end of your training. I will make you understand clearly so that you have a clear understanding what and all you are going to understand here. Okay.
So next
After
class is
another 3 to
You
4
will cover
sessions,
the
you will, after 3 to 4 sessions, you will be in a position to have a clarity on what you are going to learn here. Okay, today I have not explained anything on what we are going to do. It's only a general point related to FICO so that we have a different kind of view enabled in our mind. Okay, now let me look at SAP FICO with a different view. Otherwise, we will be under an impression that it's all about what config we will do, what topic we will do. Am I correct? It should not be that way. It should be the other way around. Whatever I'm learning here, whether this is going to help me clear my interview, perform in any project if I get a job. In short, if you are getting selected you today, you need to join tomorrow. I want you to be confident enough to work from tomorrow onwards in any project, and make sure you are targeting at that level right from day one in your project. After getting a job, you are confident enough to handle it. Keep these points in your mind, and then accordingly we need to put the effort. It is a collective effort.
Sir, when
Okay,
is the next
let me
class?
stop this here now. I'll put it in the group, all the details, because I'm getting late to the office now. Okay, the further details I'll put it in the group, and then in the next session we will have the continuation. All the details I will share it in the group.
Yes, sir.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.